asked you guys, instead of using binomial theorem, yesterday we learned to use what? Pascal's triangle. And now this tells us in today's lesson we're going to be doing a substitution. And then we'll be expanding these. So I asked you guys to do question number 3 using a plus b to the 7th power. Tony, what are the coefficients something to the 7th power? Right, super small, you're going to need it. And then yesterday we learned to put our a values on the left and going down. Brendan, go ahead and do that for us, please.
A5.
A to the...
7.
Okay, now go down.
A6. A5. A4. A3. A2.
And then we learned to put the b values on the right side by going down as well. Melissa, see? We're going to start with the b values. What number do we start with? And then yesterday we learned not to write the 1s or anything b to the 0 power, because b to the 0 power is a 1. Laws of exponents. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Angel R, help us write it without 1s and zeros, and also put in your plus signs. Daphne? Good.
Plus 21, A5. And B2. Plus 35, A4. B3. Plus 35, A3. And B4. Plus 21, A2 second. And B5. Plus 7, 8. And B2 6. Plus B7.
Raise your hand if you got that as your answer. Alright, here's today's lesson. Today you're doing exactly the same, but you get to this point, and now you're going to put in a is 4x. And all of your b values are going to be what? -7. In our substitutions, using parentheses on paper and your calculator are super important. Let me do the first couple of them with you and try to help you find those on your calculator. So the first one's going to be 4x to the 7th power plus 7 to the 4x to the 6th power times -y plus 21 4x to the 5th -y squared, and then we'll just continue the substitution. Is that better? Thanks. Huh? Alright, now have your calculator out. Now we're going to use our calculator to simplify these. Now in the calculator, I'm not going to put in 4x. I'm just going to get 4 to the 7th power. Class, is 4 to the 7th power 28? No, it's a very big number. So on your calculator, there are a couple of ways I'll show it to you. My calculator, I'm going to type in 4, and then this is my exponent button right here. And you have something to the 7th power. Now let's practice putting those in parentheses. 4 to the 7th power. And that's going to equal 16,384. And that is x to the 7th power. Now when you get to the ones that are a little bit bigger, you're going to... let me put that in this calculator to show you guys. So in this calculator, I have a caret button. That's just an up arrow. So you'll type in 4 to the 7th. Let's do that in parentheses. Looks like this. Some of you will have x to the y power or y to the x on your calculator. But when you get to a problem that looks like this, we're going to type in 7 parentheses 4. I'm not going to include the variable. So 7, 4, exponent 6. To get out of the exponent, you're just going to press the right key. And then negative y is essentially negative 1. Now some calculators are able to type in all of this math type. Some of you will actually have to do each of these by hand. Press enter or equals. Now, if it is a negative, that tells you the math operation that we're going to write next. So negative 28,672. That's what 7 times 4 to the 6th power times negative 1 is. A common mistake here is to write 7 times 4. Remember, 7 times 4 is not the order that you go in. You go by PEMDAS. So parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication. This would be x to the 6. And then when you get to the second variable, you're just going to write y. So it'll always go in alphabetical order. X's and then y's. I'm going to stop and do some processing right now. Partner A, you're going to clarify and summarize any questions your partner has on just the A's and B's. The other person, you're going to explain the substitution and how did we do the first two. And then in about 6 minutes, I'll be calling on students to help me simplify the rest of these. Resolve. When you multiply, what'd you get? Oscar's volunteering going next. Did you get a number? Oscar, did you get a number? We'll come back to you. Andrea? Sebastian, what did you get for this one?
For that one, I got 21,504x.
Oscar's doing this one right here, the third one. Do you have the fourth one?
Oh.
Starts with the 8.
It's 65,536.
I did not get that. 35 times 4 to the 4th power times negative 1 to the 3rd power? Oscar, did you get a number?
That's one. Shouldn't by 5, not by 6. To the power 5.
Alright. So, Oscar's working on this one. Sebastian's working on this one. Let's get an answer for this one right there. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th problem. Melvin? No? Sebastian, want to try again? Let me know you're ready.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it?
So I got 8,960 x and negative 3y.
X to the
4th,
and Y to the
3rd,
3rd. Question, is this positive or negative?
positive.
So if you have 3 negatives, negative times negative is positive, positive times a negative, this is a negative, negative times a positive is a negative, negative times a positive is a negative. And remember, when you guys put it all in your calculator, it'll actually tell you that it's negative. Oscar, did you get yours?
Yeah.
Answer?
21,504 x to the 5th power y squared.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Good. Angel C?
Is that the fifth one?
Yep.
2,240 x to the 3rd y.
Y to the what?
Just y. On y to the 4th.
Alright, let's go back to this one now. Thank you. Basil?
That's the 21 on the right side, right?
Correct.
Negative 336 x2 y5.
X2, Y5?
Yeah.
Thank you. Lizeth? Do you have an answer? Echo?
28.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive 28 what?
X. X. X1.
What's your next variable?
Negative y. 26.
Remember the negative, that's negative 1 times itself 6 times turns into a positive, and that's why that's positive. So the negative actually goes away. And Natalie A, back, and Alex, the last one.
Negative 1y. 7 times.
Let's see if we can put a box around that. That is our answer. All of that. Super helpful to have your calculator, substitutions in parentheses, and go very slow.